If you don't already know who I am Rough Cut, and I created the dart knife. Inspired by Bullseye, I learned how to throw a knife straight through. It is an instinctive knife throw, unlike measuring your distance with the old classic rotation, where you have to make sure you're at the right distance in order to hit your target. This is an instinctive knife throw. Means at any distance, I can shoot straight every time. As long as your spiral is perfectly accurate, you are able to make a perfect throw. This is how to throw a dart knife. Alright, let's get started. For the first bit, I like to do step 1 by holding it straight through like this, right? In the cradle, I usually call it, in the cradle means on top of your hand like that. My middle finger usually points down the center of your shot, alright? And like, I'm not whipping it, I'm not like throwing it as hard as I can. The best thing to do is just to go nice and easy from eye to object. If you can get nice and consistent like this, it'll make it a lot easier for step 2. Alright, for step 2, I am aiming downwards. I'm trying to get a nice solid spiral. A spiral is pushed with my trigger finger. I hold the knife very different for step 2. Okay? Middle finger is under the bottom. That is your trigger finger. I'm trying to hold the blade nice and level. Okay? I hold my thumb on the side. And I want to push that rotation. I want to push that rotation around like this. Okay? But I'm doing it downwards. Like I said before, we're not trying to whip it really hard. We're just trying to be nice and consistent, shooting it down at the ground. In order for you to understand what's going on, I'll shoot you a different perspective. Step 3 is about 5 feet away. And we want to do the same thing that we were doing on the target below, straight in front of us. You want to get that perfect spiral spin, nice and straight. It's better to be consistently close than unconsistently far away. When you are comfortable at this distance and consistent, then it's not a big deal if you take a farther step back. But it's important that you practice this distance. This distance is going to bring a lot more control. So when you do decide to go farther away, you're still hitting your target. When I start throwing the knife, I don't want to just drop my elbow straight down, because that power has to go somewhere. And if you keep pushing on your joints, you can hurt yourself long term. Instead, you want to take that power, you want to push that aside, and you want to turn your body with it. You can see the knife move slower if you move with the knife. So you'll see me build my power up like this, and I'll push into it. And when I do that, I see the knife move slower. That's where you're going to get your strength in your shot. If you just stand here like this and shoot the shot, you'll only get so much power. You want to be able to take that power from here and push it forward. I would not suggest shooting this shot hard right away, because there's really no point. The straighter the knife is, the deeper the knife will go. So even if you're throwing the old conventional way and the knife is hitting like this, you're not getting a lot of power behind that. It's only going to get powerful when it has the force of the straightness of the blade. So when you decide to start shooting hard, make sure it's straight. There's no point in shooting hard if your shot's not straight. Form, very important. So when you decide that you're going to hit harder targets, like upward. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial on the straight through throw. We do have a couple other type of throws, but the straight through is the basic version of the dart knife throw. So we got the straight through that's like this, from eye to object. But we got the pure feel, which is almost like throwing a baseball. It's much more of a different technique. It's called the pure feel because you have to purely feel it. You can't see how you fuck up. You actually have to feel exactly how you throw it. It's much more of a challenging, it's more of an advanced throw. We have a couple other throws as well, like the reverse shot, which is almost the same as the pure feel. And the side shot, but it's all used the same sort of technique. The first step is learning how to do the straight through, understanding the rotation of the blade and the blade always facing forward. Then we can move on to some more advanced throws like the pure feel, the side shot, or the reverse shot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share, comment, subscribe. We'll show you some blades before we take off. Alright, I'll show you what we got here today. We got the biggest seller is the Marble. Badass textured grip, made out of TPU. It is a rubber-based material. It is CR7. It weighs roughly around 310 grams. This one has a counterweight. Deadly blade. It is very sharp. It is very dangerous. It is meant to be thrown like a dart. So don't be buying this knife and trying to throw it any other way, because you could fuck yourself up. If you don't follow the steps and you're just trying to whip it, do it at your own discretion. You know what I mean? You've been warned. We got the kunai, the classic rope dart. You know what I mean? You want to throw a friggin' rope on this and whip it around, not a bad idea. Please be experienced. There is the practice blade we have. You'd be able to do it with less of a risk. The practice blade is significantly duller. You know what I mean? You ain't cutting yourself, you ain't stabbing yourself, not with this one here. Practice blade, and this one is the hardcore fuck yourself up if you're not experienced blade. So do it with your own discretion. And then we got the OG. These do come in multiple different colors, so if you want to have something customized, I'm sure you can just message us and that shit will happen. So beautiful. We also have our case here that you can see the styles of different colors. The one we didn't show you is the skull, crystal blue. It comes in an automatic safety case. The case is interchangeable with every blade. All right, it's got a quick release, so it's locked in, but it's got that quick release. The belt loop is made out of a TPU. This is 3D printed. We are a 3D printing company, but we like to throw knives. So I hope you enjoy. Have fun. Be safe. Stay strong. Peace out.